Hello, hello. Good evening, guys and girls, everyone. Let me see. As usual, I'll just make sure it is working. It seems it is. So we're gonna do some bear trap again. We're gonna roll some dice. I kept everything I could. That's my farm, so no pure shade, that's normal. Let's prepare the pets. I'm just trying to reroll that mission again. One more time. And then we're gonna get ready on the main account. There's not much going on in the game right now, and I'm trying to make guides for current events, so you know I can actually record footage. Oh, I have connection issue. I hope it's okay. So bear is in 5, and we are ready for it. Hello Azuki, welcome, welcome. Where are we? We have some stamina left, so let's call a rally very quick. Just in time before bear. And then while we wait, let's roll some dices. I'm doing good. I'm a bit, it's a, let's say, a challenging part of life, but that's part of it. So I want to do 4. I want to go here with 4. I could do 4 or 5. So this turn I'll actually roll the dice, because I could do 4 or 5. See, 5 is decent, right? Wow. I'm kind of never lucky on that blue chest. So a bit stressful, a bit anxious, but I'm doing well other than that. And yourself. So I need to be careful. So 6. So do I want to do 3? So I'll again keep my illusion dice, because I won't get one anytime soon. And if I make 3 or 6, I get to good, something good. So oh, lucky this time? No, never. So 5. 2. Okay, 1 is okay. 6. It's good. I'm going from, coin to coin. So 6 is allowing me to go there, which is usually what I want. So I move as far as I can. 400, it's not super lucky. Again, oh man. I got that blue chest so often, and I got nothing for it. So 6. So I need to do 3 or 4, right? 3 or 4. Let's go. 5. So it's where it's. I wasn't lucky at all, my farm. Yeah, it really depends. Hello, welcome. It really depends, right? Like once on my farm, I got 6K with the free-to-play kind of version of it, right? Did not spend anything on it. So sometimes you get lucky, sometimes but that's a good amount of speed up. You see when you start to be. I've watched like some videos of whales that are golden maxed everywhere, and they have a crazy amount of loots. So I need to do 5 or 6 again. But I won't get any dices anytime soon. So I'm getting close to a March skin, but that's the bad one. That's not the good one. I'm halfway through the good March skin, so I don't think it's gonna go, much further than that. So 2, so I need to do 3 or 4. 1. Still decent amount of fire crystal, It starts to be decent. So 5. That's a lot of speed ups, So I don't calculate, right? But it seems that it could be for a big spender, it could be a good event. Could be a good event because when your board is max, you get so much from everything you do. It feels like. I have no idea, right? It's hard to calculate because it's percentage on percentage on percentage, but it looks really, really good for some people at least. So we'll get ready for bear. Let me know if you have any question. I mostly do these live to to spend some time with you guys and to answer any question. There was a lot of questions recently in the comments of some videos. But not necessarily things I can make a guide about yet. So I was thinking what to do today, and I was like, I'll just go live again. So if there are any follow-up conversations, any follow-up questions, we can do it here. Which event do I like the most? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Let me just end my March while I think about it. Probably SVS, like the battle. Not the castle battle, but the before the battle, right? I like, if in terms of fighting, I liked Canyon as well quite a bit. Canyon is actually quite a decent event, I find. And else burning everyone in Sunfire Castle. So let me try to join the Goose Rallies. It's starting quite slow for now, only 3 people. People are trying to join the best rallies first, so Denise is a very good rally. You want to be in Denise's rally. Chaos, good rally as well. Daria, good rally as well. So I'll put my best March in this rally for now. I'll send mine so people can join as well. 3 good rallies so far, that's decent. What can I do? Let's see if I can get like Farcad or someone else. Yeah, Canyon Clash is fun. I might stream it. I do it a bit soon in the day because usually someone that do fuel and being a R4 in Legion 2 need to go Legion 1 because of Easter. So I'll replace her basically. So I got good rallies so far, so that's a decent start. I'll go on my farm. So I'll do fuel and kind of help in Legion 2. She asked me to help, so I'll do that. So that's 2 o'clock UTC, so it's it's 4 o'clock UTC for me. It's middle of the afternoon. So either I'm gardening and taking care of the house with the wife, or if she wanted to go to a workshop. If she goes to a workshop, then I might be streaming Canyon. The issue with Canyon is like I'm doing fuel, so it's. I don't know if it's really fun. It takes a lot of time, but so I'm not sure. We have a lot to do on the outside. Like I don't know for you guys, but for us, spring started, and it kind of started all at once. We had a lot of rain for the last 4 or 5 days, so we will have a bit of sun tomorrow. We will have a bit of sun on Saturday. So it means we have 2,000 meters square to take care of. That's the second year we are in the house, so yeah, a lot of things to do, and everything will grow like crazy, like the grass, everything basically. So for Canyon Clash, not really, to be honest with you. I'm kind of reminding people when to join, like the big castle kind of to take, the one that unlocks after 20 minutes and 40 minutes, like strategic points. So I put some flags and stuff, but we don't really have a strategy. Like Canyon Clash, I know some very good strategy. I think they are very good. I never tested it. But the issue is it requires a lot of coordination and a lot of communication. So I got this strategy from Alliance and people that are actually using voice. So they're on Discord, with most of their players, and they are syncing through Discord through voice. I did not find a strategy that's super chill and easy to use. for everybody. So like basically some of the strategies is like you split your team in 3 and you have 2 or 3 rally leaders or very strong player per side, and you send one team middle, one team on the left, one team on the right. So you split your weak player, you split your strong players, you split everyone, and you have teams. And rally leaders, they are air force for the time of the battle. They are taking care of fuel on their side. They are taking care of putting marks and stuff like that. So basically people know what to do, right? See, I nearly got as much coin on my farm when I bought literally nothing on my farm when I did, I do buy the €1, €3 pack every day, plus the €5, pack that you get. No like on the farm as well. So yeah, so that event is very random unless you spend shit ton of money, basically. So I got 1 dice. I'll go back on my main to get into the rallies again. So yeah, so it's a no strategy. People kind of know what to do. It depends as well if you have whales willing to spend a lot of gems to speed up the combat. So yeah, a bit of coordination. You can put some markers, kind of tell people what to do. Is very important. Middle, like getting middle is tough, right? Middle in Canyon, you have, how do you capture a building in Canyon is you have a number of monsters, and each player is fighting a monster once. And if there are 5 monsters, then the alliance that will capture the building in the alliance that is number 5 in the list, right? So middle is like 10 or 12 monsters. So you have to join the middle, and to capture the middle initially, the first time it's being captured, you don't need to be the strongest, you need to be the last player versus the last monster, and that will allow you to capture the middle. And after you can keep the middle, right? And you send players and you keep the middle. That's not too hard to do unless you have stronger teams against you and they are, having spenders. Because people can spend 2k gems to make a match happen instantly. A match is like 10 seconds and they can make a match happen instantly. So let's say I'm a big whale, I'm sending 3 marches middle that will beat everyone. I'm spending, I'm doing all combats within a second because I'm speeding up with gems. So combats are going 1 second, then finishing 1 second, finishing once. And if there are, 10, 15 people in middle and I'm a super strong whale, in 20, 30 seconds, I can kick everyone out of the middle, basically, if I'm strong enough. So if that happens, you cannot do much about it, to be honest. Like, it's kind of... And I saw it happen a few times. It's rare, but I saw it happen a few times. Oh, Denise, I missed. So let's go Daria, let's go Chaos. These are good rallies. Chaos I will miss, I think. It's a bit too late, I was too slow. People know these rallies are coming now, so they are quick to join. So let me see. Yeah, we have some good players, but we are missing some. So I'll send some. So Raiden, yeah. Asgal, I don't know if he's a strong rally leader. I don't know how much damage I'll do in his rally. I can do 1. How much I have? Okay, I'll do El Patron, but I think I'm too late. Okay, I could join up with some troops, and I'll join whoever. We captured the middle first, but we lost it and we didn't. Yeah, it's tough to take it back. It's really tough to take it back unless you have a well. So you have mostly two strategies to take it back, right? And that's how we lost it last time, actually. Is you cut people, like you have like a post guard or whatever you call it, like a building that allow you to fly from the continent to the middle, right? And if you take these, people cannot reinforce middle, so you at the same time you kind of cut these lines so people cannot go middle, and then you take middle. So that's what happened to us last time. We took it, and then we just, people just basically... Oh, that's a good trade. I'm playing Pass of Exile 2 as well, a PC game. I'm just trading, at the same time. Just if you see me not doing anything for 30 seconds, I'm just doing a quick trade while What we do, bear? That's a very good one. Will give me a lot. So yeah, I'm not sure it's helpful, but you know, like Farcad is here, right? So that's if I can join Farcad, he's a good rally leader. He has very good setup for bear. Does a lot of damage. And who else do I want to join? Well, let me fill Farcad. So that's done. Let me reroll Alliance Championship so I can do one more today. One more mission today. I need to do that in the next hour. My troops are still training. So like what's really important is to have good air force for fuel. So you know, if you watch me do it, like I'm checking fuel every 5 seconds basically. I'm sending my troops checking fuel. Like it's always giving fuel to people in need basically. That's really important. And finding the balance between having your main player that will move a lot, having fuels all the time, and not forgetting, you know, the little ones, because the little ones are important as well. Yes. So that's very important for fuel. So one person can take care of it. It's a bit easier if you are 2 or 3. I do it alone, but you know, it's a bit of a headache at times. I have to say, can be a bit much. So there are two ways to give fuel. Either when you capture a building, then fuel is becoming available, right? So a tower is giving like 10k per minute, and some buildings are giving 30k, and some buildings are giving 45k, and the big ones are giving 60k per minute of fuel, something like that. So when you capture a tower or you capture a building, if you are in the building, you can assign yourself and you can claim the fuel that way. So it can help your R force if you're actually claiming fuel yourself. So you capture a building, you know it's 15k fuel or 30k fuel, and that will be good for you. You just claim it. And then the R4, they have a button, bottom right, somewhere here, when they can actually assign people. And you just have a list, and you see who is having fuel and who is not having fuel. And it's not, to be honest, it's not that good, to be already honest with you. So you can assign people and you see how much people have. So if you can have 300k fuel top. So if someone is 250 out of 300k, then, you know, and he's in a building that gives 30k, I'll move him to a building that gives 50k fuel per minute because he has enough, and I'll give the 30k to someone that's, you know, below 100k or someone that is at 0. So you kind of move people in between all the time, and giving more income to people that need more income. But if you have 30 people playing, you don't have enough buildings, right? And you need to be R4, yes. So you want, it's quite common to promote temporary Air Force for Canyon. You want one person that's focused for an hour that does it, like I do, or you just want someone else, basically. Well, I managed to squeeze Denise. Rally, I managed to squeeze Chaos, probably. So I'll try to go for 2.4 billion. If I can join Farcad's rally, that will be okay. That should be okay. Maybe I join Daria. He started same time as me. Let's see if I can do... Okay, Daria. Let's see how it looks. I'm halfway through Bear. And I'm at 1 million. So if I join Farcad, I can do 2.4 without too much problem. Patron, I missed that. So that I missed. Okay, that's okay. It's a good rally to join. I need to kick someone. I need to kick Daria. So see, you can join a rally that's finishing as well, right? So your march will come back very soon. And where is Farcad? Is 26 seconds, right? So that's, I'll keep a march for him. And I need to kick someone. The issue with kicking someone, I always find it not very easy to find my own rally in that list. Do I even have a rally? Yeah, it's me here. Yeah, because he got 5k troops stuck in my rally, so he's... So the meteor... Yeah, you can ask. It will really help them. You know, if you do... Like fuel, you know, give me a massive headache. If I do it focused for an hour, it kind of give me a massive headache. It's not really super fun to do, so... Like, Canyon is simple, but it could be very complex because you have... Oh, come on. Let's go. No luck for Farcad today. So let me join. What can I join? Who can I join? I'll get these troops soon enough. So let me join them. Yeah, they should do something because there is only the little cross right at the top right, and yeah, I don't know. My game is is a bit laggy and stuff, so it's not always very easy to see. So where am I with my farm? I'm above, so I'll do 600 mil now. It seems to be enough to do 600 mil, so I'll get some more points. I'm not stealing points from anybody, it seems. It's 635, I think. I'm gonna fill some rallies so people are not wasting troops in it. Just send marksmen, so it still does a bit of damage. So 5, I have one more. I'll refresh that again. Still unlucky. Can I get lucky? No, I'm not lucky. I don't really use gem, but Yeah, I agree. Like Foundry, it can be fun. Foundry can be fun if you have a fair match. The issue with Foundry is like big dudes are zeroing the small ones, and often not a fair balance of big dudes, right? There is always one side with the bigger dude. That's mostly it. So, but I've seen it sometimes that the big dudes do not know how to play, or they are not really available. So, like you have that smack. What mission are you looking for? So I'm always looking for that. That's the only one I'm doing all day. I'm doing my 4 exclusive mission. I do these ones every day, absolutely every day. Then everything else I do on events, I either do the 10 polar terrors or I do that. So like you see, I'm number 3, close to number 2, and that's 90%, 95% of my point is training mission. And yeah, Foundry gets a little boring, I agree. So I miss Patron, which means that Denise is coming soon. So I need to try to get Denise rally. And what march do I have left? I have no march left. So training troops all day. I'm like number 3 on my main because I train troops a bit more. I optimize how I train troops. I'm like top 6 or 7 on my farm because I just do 4 missions of training troops a day basically. And that's enough to be top 10. That's usually enough. Even sometimes top 5, but... But that's all you have to do, like nothing else is good. If you buy packs, of course, you buy packs, you take the mission for buying packs. If you use gems, but using gems is bad. During alliance mobilization, you should only use gems if you have a seasonal event at the same time, so there is no real reason to use gem unless you are a whale and you want to rank for the shards. Then it's a gathering mission maybe, or too slow. I'm misclicked. I need actually to increase the sensitivity of my mouse for for bear. I need to learn how to. I should go back to play Counter-Strike and train to be faster. I'm not super fast, I'm actually quite slow, and that does not work well for me. Do I still have a chance? Yeah, I have a chance to be 2.4 billion, so I'll go for it. I just need to... I'll keep that for Farcad. I'll try to get in his rally. I'll send... I need to check. So I have 5. He's not working yet. So how much do I do in Daria? I do less than 60. Chaos is a bit better, nearly 80. Callisto, I know. Azagal. Yeah, Azagal is decent. It's 80. 80 mil. So it's a decent rally. So Farcad is going. So I'll try to join him when he's back in a sec. Let me not fail that. Okay, I got in. So I secured basically. Like Farcad is like 300 mil. You know? It's a 300 mil rally, so I kind of secured the what I wanted. To go to 2.4 bill. And here, do I just start a rally to give points to people? Yes, I do. I don't need to join any other one. I used to do like gems on Alliance mobilization in the past. I remember because I wanted to rank so badly, but I would not suggest it again. Like unless there is a seasonal event that give gems for that give rewards for gem, or I think as well you get rewards from Frostfire. Frost Dragon Tyrant event, like the event before the battle itself. I think you get reward for gems. I need to double check. I did not check that for months, and we did not have the event yet, so I start to be a bit confused about what's happening there. Like it felt they announced it months and months ago, and we still don't have it. So I'm 1.8. I'm in Farcad. So that's 70. That's 250. Let's say it's a low one. So that's 300. That's a low amount of troops. That's chaos. Yeah, I might be a bit short in points, so I need to join someone. I need to join someone's rally, and I need to get one or two good ones if I can. I'll try to get to Patron when he's coming back. What do I have left for marches? Yeah, I only have the one with no heroes left, so... Yeah, I use all the pets I don't think, you know. Like, these are all pets. Like maybe if you're in a newer state, you don't have that much yet, but you know, you have like these 8 pets for battle. They are not all useful, but you know, you use one and it asks you if you want to use them all at the same time. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So let's just double check how it is going here. I think it's gonna be okay, but I'll keep joining rallies. I might not be joining the best ones. Maybe I'll just try to join a good one once more, like a decent one. Like I'll join Chaos, or is Executioner okay? Yeah, he's not the best, but he's okay rally. Yeah, 65 is decent, see. Many people start to give decent point nowadays. No, they are not useful. I don't buff for bear. You know, I love to be in a world where, you know, I don't care to buff for bears. I can have so many buffs that I can buff for bear, but it's not really my reality, I'd say. I'm not living in this world. So where are we? El Patron, Chaos. I'll join one, yeah, I'll join a decent one, not the best one, I won't push too hard, but I think it's worth not stopping, just to secure. No, it's a bit of a shame if you miss your targeted points by a few. Let's see after my rally, 2.1, or maybe not. Maybe not, because I'm in Farcat, so that actually should be okay. That should be 2.4 bill easy. That's something you want to do sometime. You want to check, how much point you do in which rally, right? For me, Denise, because I had very little troops. I'm at 200 mil. Did I got Farcad earlier with a full march? Callisto, Denise, Tonton, Daria, Phil Snow, Chaos. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a low score today. Maybe he was buff when he did 500 mil. Maybe that's, I'm confused. Maybe it was the day where he was buffed and it was not a regular day. So see, like these start to be decent, right? Like either the Fire Crystal or the speed ups. It's really cool, like when you get to reach that kind of level of reward, but it's not gonna last for long because the event lasts for 2 days and I'm gonna have another 20 dice to roll. Maybe, yeah, not much more. So at the same time, it's cool, it's good, and it's not that much. So task you want to refresh is nearly everything. Like I don't leave gems, I don't leave charms, of course. That's the worst. Like when you see people taking that one, I'm like, dude, did someone calculated how much days is it? It's 5 days if I recall from the top of my head, right? I think it's 5 days if you divide by, divided, not multiplied, divide by 60, it's 120 hours, divided by 24, 5 days of speed up. So that's so bad, so bad. That's bad as well. Beasts are the worst, they give no points for what they give. Like this one as well, nobody does it, unless there are specific events, like 5 packs of €5, it's super rare. If you have a golden one, then you can remove the other one. So you want to have all the tasks coming back at the same time, basically. You want all the tasks coming back at the same time if you're R4, because each task can be displayed only once. So if you have like different timers, you can keep having the same bad task over and over because it's not showing on the board. So you want all the tasks to show and then refresh all the tasks and then do that in waves. So you actually get more chances to get the ones you want. But as simple as that for the tips for today. Are we lucky? No, we are not. Like yesterday, I got the 4 missions on the exclusive on both accounts in like 1 hour after I was awake. Because now I can complete 3. When you are FC 5, 6, you just train a full camp and you complete 1 mission per full camp, right? FC 5, I think you need to get the you need 1,277 troops. So often you need the extra capacity, right? You need to take the buff the day before, but after Fire Crystal 6, you need like 1,200 something, and you can train them naturally. So you wake up, you complete 3 tasks, and then I got the other one right after. So in 1 hour, I was sorted for the day. Today on this one, I'm not yet, and for me it's 8 o'clock, right, in the evening. I've been awake since 6:45, so. Do you guys have issues as well with the arrows? Like the amount of arrows you have to, to feed the bow straps? Which fire crystal are you then? Like fire crystal 5 or 8, 5 or 6, sorry. I really like it for alliance mobilization. It's making it so much more easy, like so much easier actually. That's the proper way to say it. Yeah, they said they're gonna fix it next patch. I'm a bit surprised that they did not release next patch yet. I'm very surprised that they didn't do next patch and they didn't do any Easter events. We have no announce of any Easter events. We have no patches. We have no updates. It's a bit odd. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if there are, you know, it's a weird choice. Like, I mean, it's a weird choice. Yes and no. They did things a bit differently this time. What they've done is last year we had like no event in January, I think. So we had like the one we have currently, like the. So just one sec. Can I get that? Can I get that? If not, I need to trade a bit more. So I'm a very important trade in PoE. 1 second, I'm just gonna sort it out. You know, business is business. These things happen very rarely, but you know, when you get one, sometimes you don't want to miss it. So I have that, I want that, I want 3, I want 1. Then I have that, and I want that. And I'll answer your question in 1 sec. Trade, let's go. Okay. So let me go back to Whiteout. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're on holiday. It's again like last year. So let's go back to last year. We had the Tundra Adventure. We had it 3 times in the first 6 months. And this time we had like I forgot what we had in January, but we had an event. And February we have the usual. Love in the Air kind of Valentine event. Then we have we had the anniversary, but last year we had on top of the anniversary maybe we had a smaller event, and we had Tundra Adventure. So I was hoping to get Tundra Adventure more, and I mean more often, and you know, basically last year like we had it 3 times in 6 months, and not the first time we have it in you know in April. So it's a bit weird of a choice. So we start at the beginning. Yeah, but you know the thing about fishing, right? If you do we have fishing? No, we had it last week. You know, if you do the ticket right first. Let me pop that. I'm getting closer to VIP 12 by the minute. Where are they? I don't have any more. Don't have, oh, these ones. No, not this one. Where are they? I don't have any. I use them to unlock the skin. But you know, you have the voucher for the like the one on the left, like with the, you know, the better ocean to fish in. That unlock all your gear, so you can use the tickets you get for free to fish, you know, to fish in it, like the one that's forgot how they call it, the one on the left, basically. And from that, you can improve. So yeah, but you know, that's again, you start over. I agree. Maybe they'll do permanent. Like the first few levels are really boring, actually. I mean, there are many things in the game they could do a bit better. It's a bit of a challenge, right? Because they cater for new players a lot. They really care about new players, and that's, you know, as a company, that's what you want. Already acquired customer, you know, you cater a bit less for them. Mobile gaming is a lot about, you know, acquiring new customer all the time and converting new customers into spenders, right? That's what you care about as a company. So they do a lot of things for that, and I think the experience for new players is quite polished in this game, and people tend to like the game. They don't really realize in what, you know, they don't really understand where they are going, basically. I have many people, even in all the alliance I've been in, that they were surprised that they look at an ad, they are never really playing mobile game, they try the game, and then they are 2,000 euro in on their accounts, playing every day for 6 hours, and they don't really understand how that happens, right? That's why I wanted to kind of make guides and to not, yeah, I guess educate or share some, you know, some knowledge about that, right? Because people don't really they don't really realize there are many games like that, and they are all made the same ways, and they are kind of reskin of each other, and some of them have a bit of a different mechanics, and you might like some better than other, but they are, at the end of the day, it's not a new business model. People, you know, the developers know it makes a lot of money, and they know how to kind of, you know, get. I worked a bit in the gaming industry, so I kind of know the behind the scene on some of the stuff. So just always be mindful. So I'll keep kind of doing the daily I have left to do. No luck. I'm getting crushed. It's my farm. I did not make any progress here, so no charms, nothing. So at what's my ranking? So that's a free-to-play account. You know, that's, yeah, top 120 in the States, right? Free-to-play account that you don't play super actively. That's what it is. If you manage to be top, like if you are free-to-play and you manage to stay in the top 100 on your state, it's often very good. Like when I used to be like a bit of a lower spender, I spend a tiny bit more than I used to at the beginning. I used to be like in the top 60-ish, 50, 60-ish on decent states, decently active states, not big states that were very, very active. But I could hold the position with spending a tiny bit, like 50 euro per month. In top 50, top 60, that's what you can do more or less. Not in power, right? But like in the one that's really matter, like heroes, hero power, pets and stuff, right? But if you want to be like in the top 50, that's nearly 100 euro per month kind of thing, right? And for me, because I moved a lot of states, I used to be 300 states. Like my city is 85 days older than everyone here, so I'm stronger by choice because I'm from an older state. So that helps a lot as well. That's something I think people should consider, to be honest. If you move on a newer state as much as you can, as far as you can, find the best state you can. That is a new state for you, so your strengths will be a lot better because just your account is older, right? That's just simple as that. Let's see if the new pet is making any difference. It's not. I need to be really lucky to win this one. Yeah, nothing too interesting. I get crushed, and we need to wait for a few months until I you know, push on SVS in 2 months from now to improve. Let's look at charms, but charms is, I did not touch charms for months now, so no surprise. So no gain. Yeah, I struggle to maintain myself in the top 20, but yeah, people that still a lot of people are stronger. Still a lot of people are stronger. It really depends. For me, that was my choice, yeah. I decided to move. I knew the game will allow me to move. Like initially, the game allows you to move 90 days from your city creation date. So I never missed a day, right? So my city is nearly 500 days. So I can move on a state that is 401 days old. But then you can even move further than that. So now I'm happy where am I? I move 3 months nearly. I'm R4 here. I invested a lot in these states in terms of like being R4 and, you know, working with other alliances. So I'm happy here. So I'm not planning to move anytime soon. But I'm at the point where I'm falling behind again in the leaderboard. So I used to be in the top 60, right? Like I said, in 65, sorry. Used to be in the top 60. So when I joined like states that are, you know, 3 months younger, I could be in the top 10 quite easily, right? But you will see me slowly fall out of these and get weaker and weaker compared to other players just because they spend more, right? It's just simple as that. Yeah, so few reasons to transfer. Toxic, no event time that works for you. Like I moved actually from the last states I was in because of that. I was like 899. I was happy there. But we merged 2 alliances, and the event time were for Asians mostly because the spenders were Asians people. So the alliance was well run. The state was half dead because they had a very difficult past, but they had a very good top alliance. And you know, we could not win prep phase, but we could win battle phase because we had decent amount of spending on the big players, and they knew how to play very well, and they were kind of very nice people. So yeah, so I was planning to stay with them, but then we merged. They tried to make a Asian alliance and a US-EU alliance, but because the states had a bad reputation from, you know, before that, people were not transferring basically. So they had to merge the top 2 alliance into one super alliance kind of thing, and they moved the event time for the spenders, which is fair enough. No problem with that. Just it wouldn't work for me anymore. So I kind of had to say, okay, I'll move again then. I'll move again. So yeah. The chat transfer is a very good way. You know, you see like one day I'll make a video like about original ways I've seen states running. You know, sometimes people are finding solutions about how to work together that you don't really find, you know, yourself basically. Like for Bear, we had an alliance, the last one. The last states, the one before that, they will join on the best rallies. So for us, it would be like Denise, it would be Farcad, maybe Patron, maybe who else? Maybe the F if he was doing Bear a bit more. You could only join these top 3-4 rallies with Jesse. No other heroes were allowed in these top rallies. So that means that everyone had a chance to join a good rally. And it was before we had 2 bear traps, so now it's a bit different with 2 bear traps. But because you have less people at once, so you have more chances to get in the best rallies. But maybe you have twice less good rallies because some players are in bear trap 1 and some players are in bear trap 2, right? but you will limit the best rallies to Jesse, for example. So that will naturally split people and share the damage on bear, and you will naturally have more people do more damage. So like for example, if you look at the ranking here, so where I can see rewards. You probably know that, right? But just in case, it's interesting for some people watching. So right, so we are around here for us. Like 4.8 billion is too far. We don't really go there. So you want to go to 1.2 if you chill. If you are a decent FC5 or above, you want to go to 1.2. If you are below, if you are like FC3 or 4 and you are lagging behind, maybe you go for 600 mil, 3,500 mil. And if you are very active and you are quick to join the best rallies, and you aim for 2.4 billion, right? And so everyone here in today's ranking, right? That did not go to 4.8, they basically stole points from all the little ones below that we don't see, right? So if some of these players did not join as many rallies as they did, we could have had more people to 2.4 and 1.2 basically. And it's okay, I don't blame anyone, right? But you want to kind of think about that when you do bear. You want to be as close as you can to your target. So for me, I want it to be 2.4 and 2.6. It's a bit too much, but it's not perfect, but it's decent. And as well, I made some extra point on my own rally to keep allowing people to make point on my rally, so it was a bit closer than that. But you want to kind of aim for a threshold and stay here, unless you are doing a push for these kind of rewards, right? So see, some people manage to unlock 3.6, for example, right? But it's 5 essence stone, it's 10 XP components. Like, I'll only do that when we have buff funds. So after let's say we do Foundry or Canyon this weekend, and we have a bear, and everyone is with we have the wells online, they have the 20% buff on, we have the pets active, and okay, let's go for bear, and I'll play on the phone. I'm not gonna stream it. I'm gonna play on the phone to join the rally quick, and to be able to push, and once time I'll just push for it. I'll get that for training overnight. Yep. Last question, guys. If you have any, I'll slowly move on. I'll try to refresh that mission tonight before these are finished to train. I'll send my gatherer. I think I've done most. I'll keep arena for a bit later. It's a bit too soon. It really sucks, to do like the arena reset thing is really upsetting for me. Like I cannot be in the top 50 anymore. Because I do it too soon, too far from the reset, so I get attacked too much. As soon as I climb, I get attacked too much, so I'm a bit not disappointed, but it's not as good. If you look around, like where we stayed, 946 is decently strong. If you look at 946, but there is 947 as well. These guys are super strong. I think 946 is like a big it's a powerhouse for wells basically. I don't know if it shows, but they have a lot of globe skin. I think that the state that did a lot of globe skin. I don't know, it's 946 if someone knows. Because that's funny to watch. Where are they? So that's... Are they here? No. Maybe these guys. That the alliance name at least? No, wasn't it? They are here. Yeah, it's weird. They are not with their globe skin. I don't know. Maybe it's not them. Maybe I'm confused. Yeah. Like one set had like 13. You might have heard of it, but they have 13 or 11 like globe skins. But I don't remember actually, so I'll stop wasting time. I guess that's it for today, guys. Not much to do. I'll try to think about a new guide I can make. Tomorrow we can play me as Fortune. We can do a bit of Cannon Clash and Foundry, but there is no really good event that I can really share a lot about. I need to fix Alliance Championship lanes very quickly. Actually, I'll do that with you if you care to see it. I made a video a while back, and and so far we are. Wow, I'm not gonna beat that. I'm very, very unlikely to beat that, right? So let me just do it very quickly. I'll show you if you care to kind of get to know how it is done. But first of all, I'll need to make some adjustments to BlueStack. So we can do it together. I'm just preparing what's needed, and then we're good. Okay, so I need that. Let me make it a bit bigger. Master sheet. Yes. So that's what we want. So that's their lane, right? So 91.2, 68.6, that's not too low. And 94.2. So they have a total of 245k when we have a total of 234k. So we are missing 20 million power. So we have a similar weak lane. Like our weak lane is 5.6 and was 4 point something like that. Yes. So our weak lane is as weak, but nearly, and their stronger lane is like 8k power. So that's a lot. So you have only one option to use Mia. Well, it depends on what you have. Depending which generation you are and what you have. Mia as a rally leader. You need to join a rally. Okay. So Mia, you always have to look at what she does, right? Mia have 50% chance to increase damage by 50%, right? So it's a bit random. If you get lucky, you get lucky. You do a lot of damage. If you don't, you don't. So that's why people prefer. You can use her basically. She's not a bad hero, but people prefer Jessie because Jessie is a flat 25. So you could tell me that 50% and 50% damage is same as 25% damage. Yes, if you do 1,000 rally or 10,000 rallies, overall it will kind of be very close, right? But people prefer consistency, so they prefer Jessie. So Mia is decent. Some alliance hate it, some alliance love it. It's decent choice. It's not the first choice usually, but it's decent choice. As long as people. The issue is that Jessie, everyone can have her 4 stars and the skill level 5. Mia, not everyone can have her 4 star and skill level 5. So when you allow Mia, you allow people often joining with skill level 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's a lot not as good basically. So that's one of the challenge with Mia. So I have the quest. Let's complete it and let's train in 15 minutes when I have the title. Because if I train, I need to train that amount, right? I need to calculate. It's 371 times 3, so I need it's 1,113 I need to train, so that's 12 hours, and with the buff I think it's like 11 and a half, so again like 50 minutes by waiting 15. So that's a 30 minutes. Oh, not even for 10 minutes. So let's go back to championship. Yeah, you can use 5 marches, you can use her. For me, I don't bother, to be honest. Like, see, I have Jesse, Siyun, Dresser, no heroes. 10, 10, 80. Because I have enough infantry, enough marksmen. These are like to make polar terror rallies. So I have 1 infantry. So my troops are my only infantry is going to the infirmary, so I can do my daily polar terror faster. That's for events, you know, Sunfire Castle joining, whatever. That's for rally joining for bear. So 10, 10, 80 as well, my best heroes. And then that's for my intel missions kind of stuff. So I'm too lazy to redo my marches all the time. But you can have 4 or 5 if you want. That's okay. That's really okay. So, what these people are doing is they are super strong, they are weak, and they are strong. That's why I'm using SS, weak, S. So it's super strong, weak, and strong. So it tells me kind of how it was. So I'm checking, if I want to see if they are changing lane. So we are talking about Elysium, right? So Elysium, they played against Elite and they lost. And if I go here, I can have an idea. That was a strong lane. I don't know if it's a super strong lane, but these are strong players. 6k power is strong players. So it's for sure a strong lane. This is a weak lane. So far they might not be changing lane. Let's see. And this is a strong lane, but we don't know. So I'm assuming it's the same setup. Super strong on the right, strong on the left, weak in the middle. They are so strong that they might not change lane. They might not care to do it, to be honest. The issue doing that on the live stream is if one of them is watching, whatever I do to counter them, it's not gonna work, right? But that's playing, you know, that's part of life, I guess. So they're on the left. So that's again a strong lane. I don't know which one yet. I can double check if I want to. That's a weak lane. And that's a super strong lane. So this one, like this last player, they look a bit stronger than the one on the left if we compare to the previous one, and they seem to have the same name. So Akko, Darius, Mr. Engineer. So if I check the match before, and if I check the right lane, so the one that is super strong, we don't see. And if I check on March, and then we don't see yet. So let's go to match number 1. Oh no, I wanted to check round number 2, sorry. Number 2, so it was Dario and that kind of guys. Darius, Mr. Engineer. So see, it's exactly the same. So now I established that Elysium, they don't change lane. They don't need to. They are winning. That's, you know, when you are the most powerful or one of the most powerful, you don't have to think too much. But these guys, they are not changing lane. So they are strong on the left, they are the weak in the middle, and they are super strong. So I'll have to put the weak on the right for us. I'll have to counter the one in the middle, and I have to counter the one on the left. The issue is like my stronger lane is 92.1. So basically, my strongest lane is as strong as their second lane. So that's the issue. So the way I do it, I'll put everyone back in the same lane. So you don't have I wish there is a button to put all players in the same lane. Yeah, so if the strong rally leaders are kicking me out, then don't send her to the strong rally leaders. Send them to the weaker ones. If you want to kind of squeeze a bit of point and have extra marches, and I send Jesse, Jasser, Siyung to the best rallies, and I send no heroes to the worst ones. It takes a bit of a practice, but you know, because I have only 4 buttons with my save march and I've been using the same setups for many months, I kind of know when they are coming back, and I kind of know, you know, what to do. So really, like best rallies, they got my heroes, and the rallies I just joined to make the best point, but they are like average players. I just give them my troops, no heroes. That, you know, like sooner in the game, like it's a bit of Like people care to really optimize and do the most damage. For us, like I do 1.2 without thinking, 1.2 billion damage, and I do 2.4 most of the time if I care to do it well. So it does not matter. At the end of the day, it does not matter. So it's a very simple, right? I want I want a very strong lane, as strong as I can. So I leave the top 20 to the strong lane and put the next 20 strong player in the middle, because that's I want to counter their weaker lane, right? And I could even do, let me show you, that's actually better, that's actually smarter. I could do something like 70. I could do 71, and I could do if I do 71, it's 70.8, right? So let's say they are changing their weaker lane. Like, okay, it's not that good. It's not that good because if they are changing their weaker lane, maybe I do 71.5 and I do something like that, right? So basically, what am I doing? If they don't change the left lane, I have a chance to win. I might not win, but I have a good chance to win. It's 82.1 versus 81.2, so I have a good chance to win. If they change the weaker lane, either they keep it middle or they make it to the right, I give myself chances to win on both lanes, right? Because my weaker lane is weaker than them, so my weaker lane is something like that. So if I would do something like that, if they change their weaker lane here, I would lose, so we will lose. So if I do 71.5 and 73, I want to make sure to win because they are not changing lane. So I want 3k extra. And if by for whatever reason they are changing, then I want to still have a good chance to win. So that's kind of my strategy. It's never perfect. It's absolutely never perfect, but it's gonna give me a decent chance to win. So I'll put middle a bit stronger, so I'll send the best players middle. And then I'll do every other player will go to the right. And that should give me naturally middle slightly stronger than right. That gives me the most chance, you know, you have to kind of hope that the strong alliance, they are not changing their lanes, which so far they did not. And to kind of counter them, and that's Excel is, or Google Sheet is really good for that. That's kind of what's allowing you to plan for it. I cannot do that from the top of my head, maybe you can, but I cannot. So where am I? Am I 13? So I'll put many middle, actually. I forgot to put the middle. So let's do many middle. It's a bit of a, you know, of a manual process to do Alliance Championship. If someone does it well, give them props, you know. Send them a hug. Say thank you. Takes a bit of time. It's not really that fun. So where are we? Here is 3.1. Here is 3.2. Okay, I'm missing 3 of each. So let's do right, middle. I have a big problem. It does not work at all. What am I missing? It does not work at all. I'm missing a lot of points. So maybe I did not update my alliance point properly. Maybe we don't have that amount of power. We have less power. Maybe I made that mistake. Yeah, we have less power. We have a lot less power. So I need to stack the middle lane. That's actually my bad. Actually was playing with worse. How is that possible? I've been doing lanes for 3 matches and I have a wrong number on my spreadsheet, which is not usual, let's say. So I'll sacrifice right lane, I'll stack middle, with the second best player, basically, right? So I'll send everyone middle, so the worst next 20 player basically will be middle, and they can get sent to the right, and we have the lanes down. I could even, you know, not send players basically, but the right lane will lose no matter what. Whatever I do, I'll just still do it for honor and glory, but there is no real gains with that. So that's kind of it. We did AC, we did the dice, we did the bear. It's 5 more to go. And we good. And the final numbers are 7. Oh, it's 80k, and that's, you know, 64.7, sorry. And that's 71.9, so it's 872. I'm kind of tired, I guess. I'm kind of saying the wrong numbers. Xenoir, of course you are. I mean, if you are, you know, like, these guys deserve to win, right? Like, they are so much stronger than us, so, but I give myself the best chance. I check what they do. They are not changing strategy. I adapt. I counter their strategy. That's all you can do. That's the best thing I can do. If they now decide to change lane after 3 matches, they don't, and we are literally the weakest dudes. Like, we are at the bottom. We got the less flags, the less points. We did not win a match yet, so yeah, so we are the weakest so far. The good thing is, I think, if I look at the schedule, day 5 we are against Anne, and Anne is a monster as well. So yeah, it's not as strong. It's not as much of a monster as the other one, but it's still decent. Oh, I actually missed a phone call I should have taken, so I'll actually go, guys. I was meant to call someone tonight, and yeah, I did not, so I'll go do that. That's it for AC. Vision of Dawn is complete. You know, you might want to double check, right? You did your Vision of Dawn. I actually made the speed ups, so I'll take I won't take a speed up mission. There are none. I'll wait for a speed up mission, because basically a speed up mission is 900 minutes, and I don't want to do construction, and the mission is literally 1000. So I'll use, you know, this one is 1000. Mission is 100. I have extra tasks, so I'll basically do that. Yeah, I've been on for 45 minutes, but I need to call back the person. It's an important phone call, so but I'll try to be live either 2:14 UTC for Canyon. No guarantee. It depends if the wife is home or not. If the wife is home, I'll be doing the garden, and if she's not home in a workshop, then I'll do what the fuck I want. But we have a lot to do, so we'll do in the morning, and then I'll try to do Sunday evening as well for Foundry. So if you have questions, if you want to hang out, you know, please do. I'll do Foundry. Should be safe. Canyon, I'm not sure. Then see you over the weekend, guys. Let me know if you want a video about an event that maybe you have on your state that I don't have right now, because there is not much going on my state, and maybe I'll cover Easter if we have one. Cheers, talk to you soon, guys. Thank you for being here. Bye.